Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name CarriersCloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this, we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the first week of the February month. Session will be quite interesting, so do pay attention. Also do take notes, they will be very important for your revision perspective. So let's start. First is, in Jan 2024, India nominated Maratha Military Landscape, that is a network of dash forts across Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu, for the inclusion in UNESCO World Heritage List for 24-25. So a total of how many networks? It was a network of 12 forts, right? It was a network of 12 forts across the state of Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu, correct? They will be included into the UNESCO's World Heritage List for 2024-5. Under which category? Under the category of cultural sites. So a total of 12 forts. Next, according to the report on the status of snow leopards in India released by Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Bhupendra Yadav, how many snow leopards are reported in India? First of all, remember these snow leopards, right? They are endangered, right? They are titled endangered into the red list of IUCN, correct? IUCN, that is International Union for Conservation of Nature. Question asked here is that how many snow leopards are reported in India? What is the total number of snow leopards in India? It is 718, correct? And this number was counted between 2019 to 2023, correct? Apart from this, tell me, Sadak Suraksha Force. Sadak Suraksha Force. This was launched by which state government? It was launched by Punjab state government. Next, CPI, that is your Corruption Perception Index, released by Transparency International. So, Transparency International, they have released CPI Corruption Perception Index. This was for January 2024. What was the rank of India in this Corruption Perception Index? So, India was ranked 93rd, and which is the country that has topped the list? It is Denmark. That means there is no corruption in Denmark, correct? And if we talk about the rank 93, it was shared by India, Kazakhstan and Maldives. So right option here becomes option 3. Next, IMF, International Monetary Fund, forecast India's growth to dash for 2024. So International Monetary Fund, headquarter of which is in Washington DC, they projected India's GDP to be 6.5% for the year 2024. Correct? Take a note of this. Apart from this, tell me year of naval civilians. Year of naval civilians. Which year was declared as year of naval civilians by Indian Navy? It is the year 2024. Correct? Then under PM Swanidhi scheme, under PM Swanidhi, under this PM Swanidhi, credit assistance will be provided to almost how many street vendors? So almost 78 lakh street vendors will be provided with credit assistance. Then India, along with which country recently signed a pact in defense sector, or they collaborated with that country in defense sector? It is Oman. For cultural relation, it is between India and Italy. Next, which of the following personalities have been appointed as the full-time member of the 16th Finance Commission by President of India Draupadi Murmu ma'am? So all three of them, Niranjan Radaksha, Ajay Narayan Jha, Annie George Matthew, all three of them, correct, they have been appointed as the full-time members, correct, to the 16th Finance Commission by President of India Draupadi Murmu ma'am. Correct? And there will be a part-time member also. Remember the name of the part-time member also. Soumya Kanti Ghosh. Right? Soumya Kanti Ghosh will be part-time and all three of them are full-time members. Next. Who has been recently appointed as the 9th chairman of the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, that is TRAI, for how many years? For 3 years. So who has been appointed as the 9th chairman of Telecom Regulatory Authority of India? Anil Kumar Lahoti. Take this, important. He will succeed whom? He will be succeeding PD Vaghela. Correct? Take a note. This is important. Then tell me, CM Vayoshri Yojana. This was launched by which state? It was launched by Maharashtra state government. Correct? Then tell me recently, which country is providing visa-free travel to Indian nationals? Iran. Then Thailand is also providing the same, and Thailand is providing till May 2024. Next, which small finance banks recently appointed HR Khan, that is Harun Rashid Khan, as the part-time chairman? So which is that small finance bank? It is AU Small Finance Bank. Correct? Has appointed the former deputy governor of RBI, HR Khan, as their part-time chairman. Correct? Take a note there. He will be succeeding whom? HR Khan will succeed whom? He will be succeeding Raj Vikas Verma. Correct? Next. When was Martyrs Day or Shahid Divas 2024 observed across India? So on 30th of January, we observe Martyrs Day, that is Shahid Divas, and it is to commemorate those who have sacrificed their life in the line of duty to the nation. And this 30th of Jan, also remember, this is the death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Also, this was the 76th death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Next, if I ask you, tell me recently, India decided to fence their border with which country recently? So India has decided that they will be fencing their border along with Myanmar. Right? Remember this. Along with Myanmar, India will be fencing their border. Next, Mars robot helicopter Ingenuity launched by Dash company. So Mars robot helicopter, it was launched by whom? So the satellite or the robot that was sent to Mars, Ingenuity, was of which organization, or was sent by which organization? By NASA. So definitely it will be launched by them only. Correct? And remember, the fate of Ingenuity was sealed when the imaginary beamed back to Earth after its 72nd flight, and this was the final and the last flight of this Ingenuity helicopter. Correct? This is the helicopter that is taking flights on the surface of Mars and collecting data. Correct? It is acting as a drone there, and it is being operated from Earth. Correct? It is powered there by solar panels, or we can say it is powered there by solar energy. Next, RBI they have decided to make available an additional aggregate amount of dash to the standalone primary dealers under the standing liquidity facility at the prevailing repo rate starting from Jan 31st, 2024. So RBI decided to make available an additional aggregate amount of 5,000 crore rupees to standalone primary dealers. Correct? Take a note of this. Also remember, the repo rate is currently at how much? It is 6.5% and it was unchanged during the budgetary sessions. Right? Moving on. Next is, during the visit of Emmanuel Macron, President of France, to India as the chief guest for the 75th Republic Day of India, which company has recently signed an MOU with Airbus Helicopters to set up final assembly line for H125 helicopters in India? Right? For this H125 helicopters, a manufacturing facility was set up. Question asked here is that which organization has tied up with Airbus helicopters to manufacture a to set up a final assembly line for H12 helicopters? It is Tata Advanced Systems Limited. Correct. Also remember, this was the sixth visit of French leader Emmanuel Macron to India. He was our chief guest during the Republic Day parade, and this was the 75th Republic Day for India. Correct. Next. In Jan, Department of Higher Education under the Ministry of Education released All India Survey on Higher Education 21-22. Question asked here is that the gross enrollment ratio in higher education for the age group 18 to 23 in India increased to dash from 27.3% in 2020 to 2021. So it was increased to 28.4%, that was earlier 27.3% in 2020 to 2021. Next thing you can remember, this was the 12th edition of this AISHE, that is All India Survey on Higher Education. Correct. In this, a total of 1168 universities or institutions that included 45,473 colleges were surveyed, and this data was released. So right option here becomes option 2, 28.4. Next, our Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Bhupendra Yadav, announced that 5 wetlands from India, 3 from Karnataka and 2 from Tamil Nadu, were designated as Ramsar sites, wetland of international importance. Correct. Question asked to you here is that with this addition, the total number of Ramsar sites in India is dash. So with the addition of these 5 new Ramsar sites, the total number of Ramsar sites in India is 80 now. Correct? Mark this. Next, in January, Sultan Ibrahim ibn al-Muhram Sultan Iskandar was sworn in as the 17th king of which country? He was sworn in as the 17th king of Malaysia. Next tell me recently who topped the Brand Guardianship Index? Brand Guardianship Index for 24. This was topped by Reliance Industries Limited. Chairman here is Mukesh Ambani. So we can say Mukesh Ambani has topped Brand Guardianship Index 2024. Next is Dr. Neeraj Mittal, the chairman of Digital Communication Commission and secretary of the Board of Telecommunication, launched Bharat 5G portal, that is an integrated portal. This was launched during Bharat Telecom 2024. Question asked is which council, center, organization organized the event in collaboration with Department of Telecommunication? It was your Telecom Equipment and Service Export Promotion Council. Correct. Next. The dash raising day of ICG, that is Indian Coast Guard, was observed across India on 1st of Feb 2024. So this was the 48th edition. Right, 48th edition of the raising day of Indian Coast Guard was observed across India on 1st of Feb 2024. Right, take a note of this. This was the 48th edition. Next, which country will host 2027 World Test Championship Final? So the World Test Championship Final in the year 2027 will be hosted by England. Next, if I ask you, tell me recently which payment bank was imposed restrictions upon by RBI. It is Paytm Bank, Paytm Payments Bank, and from 29th of Feb onwards, their wallet and Paytm bank accounts will cease to exist. Next, Union Minister of Coal Prahlad Joshi launched CCares web portal to digitize the records and work processes of the Coal Mines Provident Fund organization. Question asked is, which organization under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology developed and designed the CCares portal? So, which is that organization? It is CDAC, that is Center for Development of Advanced Computing. That is Center for Development of Advanced Computing. They have under the Ministry of Electronics and Technology, they have designed this CCares portal. Right? Take a note of this. And this was developed by, or basically, this project was given to CDAC in March 2023. Next, Union Minister of Port Shipping and Waterways, Sarbandana Sonowal, launched two digital modules, namely the Maritime Single Window module and the Mercantile Maritime Department module within the Dash platform. So this was launched within the Sagar Setu platform, right? Take a note of this. Correct? And during the event, Swachhta Pakhwada Awards were presented to Ministry of Port Shipping and Waterways organization to recognize their outstanding contribution towards cleanliness and sanitation. Next, Gridhar Armane, Secretary of the Ministry of Defence, India, and Dr. Mohammed bin Nasir bin Ali Al Zabi, Secretary General of Ministry of Defence of Oman, co-chaired the Dash Joint Military Cooperation Committee meeting held in Muscat, Oman in January 2024. So from Indian side, Gridhar Armane, and from Oman side was Dr. Mohammed bin Nasir bin Ali Al Zabi. Correct? Question asked here is, they have co-chaired this joint military cooperation. Which edition of this joint military cooperation? It was the 12th joint military cooperation meeting, that is JMCC meeting. Where was the meeting held? Location is important. It was held in Muscat in Oman. Next, in January, Jai Shah was reappointed as the President of Asian Cricket Council for the Dash consecutive term. So, Jai Shah was reappointed as the President of Asian Cricket Council for the third consecutive term. So, option 1 becomes right. Next, Green Propulsion Systems developed under the Technology Development Fund Scheme (TDF) scheme of the DRDO successfully demonstrated in-orbit functionality of a Dash payload launched by the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle C-58 mission. So, the name of this basically Green Propulsion System, or the name of this payload is Dash. So it is Rudra 0.3 HPGP. Correct? So GPS, that is Green Propulsion System, that was developed under the Technology Development Fund scheme of the DRDO successfully demonstrated their in-orbit functionality on a Rudra 0.3 HPGP payload launched by PSLV C-58 mission. Correct? Next, which state topped the medal tally of the 6th edition of Khelo India Youth Games 2023 with 158 medals in Jan 2024? It is Maharashtra. Right? So for Khelo India Youth Games, Maharashtra state has topped these with 158 medals. Correct? Take a note of this. This was the 6th edition of Khelo India Youth Games. These games will be hosted by, or they were hosted by Tamil Nadu. Important. Take a note of this. Then on top, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu second, and Haryana was third here. Correct? And what is the mascot of this Khelo India Youth Games, 6th edition of Khelo India Youth Games? The mascot is Veera Mangai. Veera Mangai. Next, Indian women's hockey team won silver medal after losing to the Netherlands in the final at the inaugural edition of the FIH Hockey 5S Women's World Cup 2024 held in Dash City. So this was held in Muscat, Oman. Take a note of this. FIH Women's Hockey 5S World Cup for the year 2024. Correct? This was, in this, Indian women's hockey team won silver medal, that is the second position. Question asked is, where was this FIH Hockey 5S Women's World Cup held? It was held in Muscat, Oman. Right? Which team won in the finals? It was Netherlands team won in the finals. Next, when was UN Wetlands Day 2024 observed across the globe with the theme Wetlands and Human Well-being? It is 2nd Feb 2024, right? We observe World Wetlands Day, and there is the theme that you need to remember for this. It is Wetlands and Human Well-being. Next is Tanthai Periyar Wildlife Sanctuary was declared as the Dash Wildlife Sanctuary of Tamil Nadu. So this Tanthai Periyar Wildlife Sanctuary is the 18th edition of the Wildlife Sanctuary of Tamil Nadu. Next, SBI card, they raised up to Dash by issuing non-convertible debentures to fund their business growth. So recently, SBI card, they have raised up to 525 crore rupees by issuing non-convertible debentures to fund their business growth. And these will have a face value of 1 crore rupees each and carry a coupon rate of 8.33%. Next, Indian Navy declared 2024 as the Dash year. So Indian Navy, they have declared year 2024, we have seen this as the year of naval civilians. Right? Take a note of this. Moving on. Ministry of New and Renewable Energy released the guidelines of the scheme of pilot projects on use of green hydrogen in the shipping and steel sectors under National Green Hydrogen Mission. And we have discussed this multiple times about green hydrogen, that this green hydrogen is a clean fuel. It does not release carbon on its burning. Instead, it releases water vapors on burning. Multiple other types of hydrogen are there: red hydrogen, orange hydrogen, yellow hydrogen, correct? But they are not clean. They release carbon on their burning. Next, which of the following medals along with Union Home Minister awards for meritorious service in forensic science have been merged to institute a new medal named Kendriya Grihamantri Dakshata Padak by the Ministry of Home Affairs in Feb 2024? Right option here becomes all three of them. Union Home Minister's Special Operation Medal, Union Home Minister's Medal for Excellence in Investigation, and Asadharan Asuchana Kushalta Padak. So all these three of these recently was merged to form a new medal that was named Kendriya Grihamantri Dakshata Padak. So these three medals combined to form this single medal. Take a note of this. Moving on. In Feb, IRDI, they have issued guidelines mandating general and health insurance companies to cover Ayurveda, Yoga, Neuropathy and Unani, Siddha, Sova, Rigpa and Homeopathy, basically to include the Ayush related treatments in their insurances. Correct? So it is IRDAI, they provided the guidelines that the insurance companies from 1st of April 2024, they should include the insurance, or they should include these Ayush treatments into the health insurances, right? People should be able to get recover, or they should take the claim, insurance claim, medical claim, if they are using these or they are taking these Ayush treatments. Good step. This is a good step, I should say. This will basically promote the usage of Ayush treatments, right? Next, name the personality who has recently honored with the Outstanding Business Women of the Year 2023 award. So Beena Modi, correct? She was honored with the Outstanding Business Women of the Year 2023. Important. Next, who has been recently sworn in as the Chief Minister of Jharkhand? Champai Soren has been sworn in as the Chief Minister of Jharkhand. He is 67, correct? And Champai Soren succeeded whom? He succeeded Hemant Soren, and he resigned from the post on 31st of Jan 2024, as some ED case is going on him, but we should not go into that details. Just remember, Hemant Soren succeeded whom? Champai Soren succeeded Hemant Soren to be the new Chief Minister of Jharkhand, and Hemant Soren has resigned from his position on 31st of January 2024. Next, in Jan, Dash country became the first country to issue digital Schengen visa in European nation. It is France. Right? France country became the first country to issue digital Schengen visa in European nation. This Schengen visa is basically if you want to visit European nations, right? You need to have this Schengen visa to do so. Apart from this, remember in Paris, we will be hosting Olympic Games this year in 2024, and in the month of July, the ceremony for the same will be commencing. And apart from this, one more thing, remember in Paris only at Eiffel Tower, the usage of UPI has also been started. Next, which IIM has topped among the top government MBA colleges in the Indian Institutional Ranking Framework, Top Masters of Business Administration Colleges in India 2024, released in Feb 2024. So among the top MBA colleges in India, which is the IIM that has secured the top position? It is IIM Ahmedabad. Correct? And where is this? It is in Gujarat. Next, who has recently been sworn in as the interim president of the Republic of Namibia? So, Ngolo Umba. Ngolo Umba has been sworn in as the interim president. Has been sworn in as the interim president of the Republic of Namibia. Next, or one more thing, this interim president here means that till the elections are held and a new president is being appointed, till that time Ngolo Umba will be managing the or will be taking care of all the affairs of president. Next, which country's Jialong 3 rocket has recently launched 9 satellites into the sun synchronous orbit, that is SSO. So Jialong 3. Jialong 3, this is the rocket of which country? It is of China. Correct? Mark this. This Jialong 3 is also named by the name Smart Dragon 3. Correct? And this has successfully launched 9 satellites into the sun synchronous orbit. Next, world's or one more thing related to China. Recently, what is the name of the real estate company that was recently liquidated? The name is Evergrande. Right? And because of the liquidation of this company, we are seeing huge downfall in the Chinese economy. Their real estate is plunging, and even if we talk about the stock market, it is also seeing red colors in their charts. Next, world's first rapid firing multi-barrel machine gun Gatling was declared obsolete by the Dash countries in 1991, but only one is still functional in India. So remember, world's first rapid firing multi-barrel machine gun, that is by the name Gatling. It was declared obsolete by USA, United States of America in 1911, but this is still functioning in India as of now. So name is Gatling. It was declared obsolete by USA, that is United States of America. Next, the quality standards for the Dash spices were finalized at the 7th session of the Codex Alimentarius Committee, that is CAC, on spices and culinary herbs that was held in Dash City. So quality standards for a total of 5 spices were declared, and this 7th session of this Codex Alimentarius Committee was held where? It was held in Kochi, Kerala. Correct? Next, which bank has recently launched National Common Mobility Card Integrated Debit Card? NCMC. This was launched by whom or which bank? It was launched by Federal Bank. Next, name the company that has recently won Best Green Bond Corporate Award at the Asset AAA Awards for Sustainable Finance 2024. It is REC Limited. Right? REC Limited is the company that has recently won the Best Green Bond Corporate Award at the Asset AAA Awards for Sustainable Finance 2024. And remember, REC was honored for the issuance of green bonds. These bonds were issued by them worth $750 million when India was having the presidency of G20. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Goodwill Ambassador for Education for All by UNESCO? He will be Vinicius Junior. He is a football player, right? And he has been appointed as the Goodwill Ambassador for Education for All by UNESCO. He will be promoting education for all globally in multiple countries around the world, right? And he became the second Brazilian footballer to be appointed as the brand ambassador for education for all to promote education globally. Next, who has recently appointed as the managing director of National High Speed Rail Corporation Limited? So Vivek Kumar Gupta, right, has been appointed as managing director of National High Speed Rail Corporation Limited. He will succeed whom? He will be succeeding Rajendra Prasad. He will be succeeding Rajendra Prasad, who served as the MD. Correct? Next, which IIT has recently partnered with Munitions India Limited to develop India's first 155 smart ammunition? So 155 smart ammunition. This smart ammunition means once a target is fixed by this ammunition can automatically change its target and that will hit it. So this, which IIT developed this smart ammunition, that is 155 smart ammunition? So it is IIT Madras along with MIL, that is Munitions India Limited. They have developed this 155 meter shell, that is a smart ammunition. Next is, which organization's defense sector has recently conducted 4 flight trials of the high speed expendable aerial target Abhyas in Chandipur, Odisha? So this HEAT, that is high speed expendable aerial target, we are talking about Abhyas. Abhyas is a HEAT, high speed expendable aerial target. This was recently tested off the coast of Chandipur in Odisha by which organization? It is DRDO who tested this. Correct? Next, name the cricketer who has been elevated to an international retainer contract by Cricket West Indies, CWI. So Shamar Joseph, correct, has been elevated to an international retainer contract by the Cricket West Indies. Moving on. Next is, Saurashtra Cricket Association Stadium in Dash State will be renamed after former first-class cricketer and senior administrator Niranjan Shah ahead of the third test between India and England in Feb 2024. So first of all, you should know this Saurashtra Cricket Stadium or this Saurashtra Cricket Association Stadium is located where? It is located in Gujarat. Right? It is in Gujarat. And this will be renamed after Niranjan Shah. Next, which bank has recently launched 4 variants of business range credit card? BizFirst, BizGrow, BizPower and BizBlack. It is HDFC Bank, right? They have launched these 4 variants of debit cards, that is BizFirst, BizGrow, BizPower and BizBlack. These 4 credit cards, debit cards, they will be basically, or not debit cards, I correct myself, they are credit cards. Correct? And these 4 credit cards will be basically helping the MSMEs to finance them and to help them grow. Next, name the personality who was recently or who has recently won 66th Annual Grammy Awards Album of the Year and became the first Indian ever artist to win Album of the Year 4 times. Correct? Let me repeat the question. I think I made a mistake. Name the personality who won the 66th Annual Grammy Awards and the Album of the Year and became the first ever artist, not first ever Indian, but first ever artist to win the Album of the Year 4 times. She is Taylor Swift. She is a very famous singer and she won the 66th Annual Grammy Awards for the Album of the Year, and she won this Album of the Year in Grammy for the 4th time. And she became the first ever artist to do so. Next, in Feb, Naib Armando Bukela Ortiz was re-elected as the president of Dash country for the second consecutive term. So he has been appointed as the or re-elected as the president of El Salvador for the second consecutive term. Next, in Feb, Dash became the 5th public sector bank to cross the market capitalization of 1 lakh crore. Which is it? It is Indian Overseas Bank, right? It became the 5th public sector bank to cross the market capitalization of 1 lakh crore. Next, who has been broken or who has recently broken the world record for the most cumulative time spent in space by spending more than 878 days and 12 hours in space? He is Oleg Konenko. Oleg Konenko. He is a Russian cosmonaut, correct? Oleg Konenko, and he has broken the world record by spending more than 878 days and 12 hours in space. Next, as of November, in which Indian Institute of Technology India's first telecom center of excellence is to be set up? So this India's first telecom center of excellence is to be set up where? This is your homework question, right? Let me know the answer of this, where this will be set up. So friends, these were your important current affairs for the first week of the Feb month. Now let's move to some revision current affairs. They will be very beneficial for your learning. Next, which river was diverted for 850 megawatt Rattle hydroelectric project in Jammu and Kashmir? And this question becomes important. Remember, recently it was Chenab river, right? It was diverted through a diversion tunnels at in the Kishtawar district of Jammu and Kashmir, and this is a major milestone of 850 megawatt hydroelectric power plant in Jammu and Kashmir that is scheduled to be commissioned by May 2026. Correct? Take a note of this. This was Chenab River. Next, which organization delivered India's first mineral exploration to NDMC? First mineral exploration drone to NDMC. It is Marut drones, right? Marut drones. This is a Hyderabad, Telangana based startup company that is Drone Tech Private, Marut Drone Tech Private Limited. They have delivered their octa-quad coaxial X8 drone. This is the drone that will be used in mineral exploration, right? And it has been recently delivered to NDMC. NDMC is your National Mineral NMDC, National Mineral Development Corporation. What is the name of the drone? Octa-quad coaxial X8. Name of the company Marut Drones, Marut Drone Tech Private Limited, right? And it is a Hyderabad, Telangana based company. They delivered their first mineral exploration drone to NMDC. These drones are equipped with magnetometer sensors, hyperspectral sensors, LiDAR technology, and so on. Next, science and technology. Department of Telecommunications Secretary Dr. Neeraj Mittal launched Bharat 5G portal at Bharat Telecom 2024. I repeat, Dr. Neeraj Mittal, Chairman of the Digital Communication Commission and Secretary of the Department of Telecommunication that comes under Ministry of Communication, launched Bharat 5G portal, an integrated portal during the Bharat Telecom 2024, an inclusive international business expo. Correct. And the event was organized by the Telecom Equipment and Service Export Promotion Council in collaboration with Department of Telecommunication that took place from 29th to 30th of January. Right. So this is your Bharat 5G portal, an integrated portal that was launched. Also remember, India has the second largest telecom network in the world. Moving on. Next is related to environment. Agastya gamma edge, a new species of tiny lizards discovered in Kerala. I repeat, a group of scientists from various institutions in India and abroad discovered a new species of tiny lizards that was known as Agastya gamma edge, or the northern kangaroo lizard, on the southern western ghats of Kerala. Correct. So new species of tiny lizard known as Agastya gamma edge, and they were discovered where? In Kerala. Next is related to sports. Tata Steel Chess 2024 was held, and China's China's Yi, as you can see in the picture, has won the Masters title, and India's Leon Luke Mendonca won the challenge title. I repeat, Yi, as you can see in the picture, has won the 2024 Tata Steel Chess Masters. Correct. and India's Leon Luke Mendonca has won the challengers title. Here you can see Marut drones delivered India's first mineral exploration drones to NMDC. Next, what is the rank of India in Corruption Perceptions Index? So, what is the rank of India in the Corruption Perception Index? So, India stands at 93 position in the Corruption Perception Index and 93 out of 180 countries with an overall score of 39. Correct? Then remember, India in 2023 was at 85th position, and now in 2022 it was at 85th position. Now in 2023 is at 93 position, right? That means we can say the corruption in India has increased, right? This data was released by which organization? This corruption perception index, it was released by Transparency International, right? Transparency International released the Corruption Perceptions Index, in which the rank of India was 93. This Corruption Perception Index, in this, which country has secured the top position? It was secured by Denmark. Denmark was on the top position, right? Mark this. Then if we talk about Transparency International, who is the Chief Executive Officer? Daniel Eriksson. Where is the headquarter? It is in Berlin, Germany. Next, what is the GDP forecast of India by IMF for 2024? So, International Monetary Fund, they projected that India will be growing by 6.5% in 2024. Right here you can see IMF, they released their January 2024 World Economic Outlook update, moderating inflation and steady growth open path to soft landing, stated that India's expected GDP to grow by 6.7% in 2024, stating a 40 basis point increase from 6.3% forecast made in October. Right? Then remember, for the year 2024 and 2025, the GDP projected, or the GDP growth rate that is projected, is 6.5%. If we are talking about global scenario, that is the global growth rate, the expected GDP for the year 2023 will be 3.1%, and for 2024 also. But if we talk about 2025, it is expected the world will be growing by 3.2%. Right? And globally we can say that India is the country that is performing the best in terms of the developing as well as the developed nations also, right? Even you will be seeing that in China there is a crisis going on, a liquidation crisis of Evergrande. That is a different day topic that we can discuss. Basically, it is a real estate developer, and because of their heavy loans, they are now liquidating, and because of the liquidation, the markets in China have crashed badly. Next is GAIL. GAIL is Gas Authority of India Limited. They have signed a LNG purchase agreement with ADNOC. LNG. What is LNG? Liquefied natural gas. What is PNG? Petrified natural gas. CNG, compressed natural gas. This is the gas that you use in your cars for as a fuel, right? So coming back, it is GAIL India Limited, or we can say GAIL. They signed an LNG purchase agreement with ADNOC, right? Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, that is a state-owned oil company of UAE. Under this agreement, GAIL will purchase approximately 0.5 million metric tons of LNG per year from ADNOC gas, and the agreement will be effective from 2026 for a period of 10 years. This is in contribution towards India's effort to enhance the share of the natural gas in their energy sector to 15%. Next is appointments and resignations. President of India Draupadi Murmu ma'am appointed 4 members to a 16-member finance commission. I repeat, Draupadi Murmu ma'am appointed 4 members, 3 full-time members and 1 part-time member to the 16th Finance Commission, that is a constitutional body responsible for recommending the distribution of federal taxes among states. Right? Then remember, the 4 individuals here will be Ajay Narayan Jha, Annie George Matthew, Niranjan Rajadaksa, and Soumya Kanti Ghosh. These are the 4 members that have been recently appointed to a 16th Finance Commission. Correct. 4 members to the 16th Finance Commission. Not. Next is Wistron and Karnataka government. They signed an MOU to establish laptop manufacturing unit near Bengaluru. I repeat, the Karnataka government and Taiwan-based Wistron Corporation, they signed a memorandum of understanding, and it is to set up a first of its kind laptop manufacturing plant near Bangalore, Karnataka. Under this MOU, Wistron will invest 1500 crore rupees to set up this plant, and the unit is expected to create around 3000 employment opportunities, and this is in line with the industry 4.0 standards, with a fully automated facility that would make laptops for all the brands, and over 50% of the laptops manufactured from the unit will be exported, and the plant will also produce IoT components and EV related parts. Right. Next is Nagaland. Nagaland state has celebrated the fourth edition of the annual Orange Festival. So fourth edition of the annual Orange Festival was held under the theme Organic Orange. It was from 24th to 25th of January. It was held in the Rusoma village near Kohima in Nagaland. Right. Take a note of this. Correct. Next. So friends, these are your important current affairs for the day. Now, one more thing, remember, yes, Odisha's Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik inaugurated the fourth edition of the Chilka Bird Festival. So, Chilka Bird Festival, which edition was it? It was the fourth edition. Observed in which state? Observed in the state of Odisha. Correct. And this was to showcase the aviation biodiversity, that means the bird diversity of the Chilka Lake. So, National Chilka Bird Festival, right, inaugurated by Chief Minister of Odisha State Naveen Patnaik, and this was the fourth edition of the National Chilka Bird Festival. Then the first ever National Chilka Bird Festival was observed in the year 2018. Former Union Minister Harmohan Dhawan has recently passed away, as you can see him in the picture. Harmohan Dhawan, former Union Minister and Member of Parliament from Chandigarh, passed away at the age of 83 in Mohali, Punjab. He was born in 1940 in the Punjab that was now Attock in Pakistan, right? So remember, Harman Dhawan passed away recently. He was the former Union Minister and Member of Parliament from Chandigarh. Next is important days. Mark this. This is important one. Can be asked. Shaheed Divas or Martyrs Day, observed on 30th of January, and it is to commemorate those who sacrificed their lives in the line of the duty to the nation. The day also marks the death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, who was considered the father of nation, and on 30th of January 2024, that means in the year 2024, we observe the 76th death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Next is state news. Odisha launches Labha, LABHA. Labha stands for Laghu Banajatya Dravya Karaya Yojana. Right? This is a scheme that is a new 100% state funded minimum support price scheme for the minor forest produce, and the scheme aims to eliminate the possibility of distress sale of the produce to the middleman. So coming back, this Labha scheme was launched by Odisha, right, and it is a scheme that will be 100% state funded, and this is basically to provide a minimum support price scheme for the forest produce, right. This will be helping the farmer so that they do not have to sell their product in distress to the middleman for low prices, so that there is a, so because of which they have been setting up a minimum support price for the forest produce under this Labha scheme, right, that was launched by Chief Minister of Odisha Naveen Patnaik. Correct. Under this scheme, remember, primary collectors from the tribal communities can sell the MFP, that is minor forest produce they collected at the procurement centers of the Tribal Development Cooperative Corporation Limited of Odisha at MSP. Right. These centers will be managed by self-help groups, and after collection, the amount will be transferred as a direct benefit transfer to the beneficiary account. Next is obituary. American poet and Pulitzer Prize winner Navarre Scott Momade has recently passed away. As you can see him in the picture, and Scott Momade, Pulitzer Prize winner, recently passed away. He passed away in USA. He was born in 1934 in Oklahoma, USA. Correct. Next thing, remember, he won this Pulitzer Prize in Fiction in the year 1969 for his novel that is House Made of Dawn. Correct. It was published in 1968 by HarperCollins, and in 1969 he was honored with Pulitzer Prize. Next is important days. Indian Coast Guard Day observed on 1st of February, and this year in 2024 it was the 48th raising day of Indian Coast Guard. So ICG Day observed across India on 1st of Feb to mark the raising day of ICG and India's maritime armed force operating under Ministry of Defence, and 1st of February it marks the 48th raising day of ICG. Next is World Interfaith Harmony Week observed from 1st to 7th of February. This is World Interfaith Harmony Week, and it is to promote a culture of peace and non-violence among the people irrespective of their faith. Correct? And this year it is observed from 1st to 7th of Feb. World Interfaith Harmony Week. First ever time, or for the first time, it was observed in the year 2011. Next is state news. Justice P.S. Dinesh Kumar appointed as the Chief Justice of Karnataka High Court. I repeat, Justice P.S. Dinesh Kumar appointed as the Chief Justice of Karnataka High Court, and he is set to retire from the service on 24th of Feb 2024. Justice P.S. Dinesh Kumar has been serving as the acting Chief Justice of Karnataka High Court after Justice Prasanna Balachandra Varale was elevated as the judge of the Supreme Court of India on January 24th on 2024, right? And this appointment of Justice P.S. Dinesh Kumar as the Chief Justice of Karnataka High Court was made by the President of India, Draupadi Murmu ma'am, in the exercise of the power conferred of under the Article 217 of the Constitution of India. Who was the chief guest during the Republic Day Parade 2024? That was the 75th Republic Day, correct, of India. That was in 2024. First thing you need to remember. And here, who was the chief guest? The chief guest was the President of France. Who is the President of France? Emmanuel Macron, right? And he was on a 2-day visit to India from 25th to 26th of January. And this was his second visit to India in correct. Then remember, he arrived in Jaipur, Rajasthan on 25th of January. And also, this was his 6th visit as a French leader as a guest of honor for India's Republic Day. Then apart from this, remember, during this visit, PM Narendra Modi and French President Emmanuel Macron adopted a roadmap for defense industrial partnership. For defense industrial partnership. First thing. Second, remember, Tata Advanced Systems Limited and Airbus. Tata Advanced Systems Limited and Airbus Helicopters, they recently signed a memorandum of understanding to set up a assembly for H-125 helicopters in India with a significant indigenization and localization of the components that will be used to make this H-125 helicopters. So Tata Advanced Systems Limited and Airbus Helicopters, they signed this MOU to start the manufacturing of H-125 helicopters in India. What is the capital of France? It is Paris. And what is the currency used over there? Euro. GRSC, along with which organization signed a frame and individual license pact to produce MTU Series 4000 marine engines? So which is that organization with which GRSC signed a frame and individual license pact to produce MTU Series 4000 marine engines? So this was done by Rolls-Royce, right? GRSC and Rolls-Royce, they signed this pact together to produce these MTU Series 4000 marine engines to power government ships, correct? And remember, GRSC, this is a Kolkata, West Bengal based warshipping building company, and Rolls-Royce is a British luxury automobile maker. Correct? Apart from this, remember, Rolls-Royce, they have also entered into a 7-year deal with Azad Engineering. It will be with Azad Engineering. Correct? And it is to develop various complex military aero engine components. Mark this. And Azad Engineering, this is a Hyderabad, Telangana based company. Correct? So, two deals with Rolls-Royce recently. One is with GRSE and it is to produce MTU series 4000 marine engines. And second is with Azad Engineering and it is a 7-year deal. Next is awards and recognition. Ministry of Defense honored Best Marching Contingent of W Award for Republic Day Parade 2024. Right? Which was the, first of all, remember here Ajay Bhatt, right? Minister of State comes under the Ministry of Defense, honored the Best Marching Contingents and W Awards for Republic Day Parade. The awards were announced based on two separate results, one by a panel of judges and other through an online public vote conducted by MyGov platform. Right? Remember, a total of 29 W from 16 states and 9 union territories took part in this 75 Republic Day parade. Right? Then remember here, Delhi Police Women Marching Contingent. Right? It won the award in both the categories, that is the panel of judges, and second was online public vote too. So Delhi Police Women Marching Contingent has won this award in both the categories. Correct? And this was the first time that Delhi Police deployed an all-women marching contingent during the Republic Day parade. NHAI, they collaborated with which organization to develop a robust national highway network, right? In order to set up a network, proper network of the highways, NHAI, they collaborated with which organization? It is your GSI. Correct? That is NHAI, National Highway Authority of India. They signed a memorandum of understanding with Geological Survey of India to enhance the quality of the network of the National Highway network, right? So these two signed together an MOU and they will be working towards developing and to enhancing the quality of the national highways across India. Jai Shah has been reappointed as the president of Asian Cricket Council for which term? So this will be the third term of Jai Shah as the president of ACC, that is Asian Cricket Council. So remember, Jai Shah, he is also the secretary of BCCI, right? And recently he has been appointed as the president of Asian Cricket Council for the third term, right? Jai Shah, also secretary of BCCI, that is your Board of Control of Cricket in India, and he has been appointed as the president of Asian Cricket Council for the third consecutive term. Next, if we talk about Asian Cricket Council, right, who is the president? Jai Shah, and it was formed in 1983. Which Bollywood actor became the brand ambassador of Boat? We all know Boat. Boat is a brand that makes your smartwatches, your earphones, correct, headphones, etc. So recently Ranveer Singh, not Ranveer Singh, Ranveer Singh has become the brand ambassador of Boat. Correct? Boat. Who authored the book Pranav, My Father, Our Daughter Remembers? As the name suggests, this book was authored by the daughter of Pranab Mukherjee. Pranab Mukherjee, he was the 13th president of India, right? 13th former president of India, and her daughter Sarmishtha Mukherjee, she penned this book, that is Pranav, My Father, Our Daughter Remembers. And this book is said to be published by Rupa Publications, and it is said to be released on 11th of December 2023, and this is the 88th birth anniversary of Pranab Mukherjee. This book basically sums up the life of Pranab Mukherjee, starting from a small village in West Bengal to his rise to the president's office. Next friends, let's move to some obituary. Next is Bangladeshi British climate scientist and director of International Center of Climate Change and Development dash passed away in October. So Salimul Hoque, right? Bangladeshi British climate scientist who recently passed away, and she was the climate scientist and director of International Center of Climate Change and Development. Next, Padma Shri awardee Leela Omchari, a musicologist and writer, passed away in November. In which year did he receive Padma Shri award in the field of arts? So Leela Omchari, correct, received this Padma Shri award in 2009. Correct. Padma Shri Leela Omchari, a renowned musician, musicologist and writer, passed away in New Delhi at the age of 94. And she was born in 1929. Correct. Tamil Nadu. One thing correct here, not he, she, right? Leela Omchari. Correct. She received this Padma Shri award in the field of arts. Correct. She's a female, not he. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.